like to ask you, sir, who is Gemma Jones?
I don't recall.
Okay, well, who's Lydia Parker?
That's that's my girlfriend.
Does she go by the name of Gemma Jones?
I don't recall.
Does she have a website named Gemma Jones?
I don't recall.
Okay. Let me ask you this, did she text you a website of herself?
I don't recall.
Let me ask you a question. Did she text you a website of herself entitled gemmajones.ch?
I don't recall.
Okay.
No. Just for the record, overlooked.
Right, that she,
Objection's overruled.
I'm just gonna have to refresh this recollection.
Fine. Do you want to show on the stress on the document?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I've seen it in the record.
Certainly. That's good, you aren't saying, right?
Just let me read.
I'm just directing. Okay, is that your number?
Yes, my number.
Just take a look at this, and then take a look at that.
What am I looking at?
Right. You read that.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
This, right here.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read it?
See yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, okay.
Did you show that to him to help him refresh his recollection?
I'm gonna ask him that question now.
But that was the purpose.
Yeah, that's the purpose. Okay. So having, seen that, does that refresh your recollection that Ms. Parker sent you a website named jimjones.com?
No, it doesn't.
Does not. Okay. How did Ms. Parker make her money?
Objection relevant statement.
Okay. Do you, sir, or should I say 2021, did you along with Ms. Parker make money in prostitution?
No.
Question is compound that's referring to two people.
I can do it.
It assumes it's that now.
It is a comment, just limit it, you can limit it down.
Sir, did you make money in the business of prostitution in 2021?
No.
And you've never seen that website, gemmajones.ch before?
Objection asked and answered. Said he doesn't remember.
Have you ever seen it, if you recall?
No, I don't recall.
All right. Okay, let's move on to
Got it,
a
Ron.
different topic.
Yeah, you got it. Who invests in real estate?
I do.
And you made a down payment towards a luxury apartment building, in new construction condominium in Miami?
Objection made as the time, therefore.
Sure.
Sustained as
May,
to,
in May of 2023. Did you make a down payment towards a luxury apartment building and a new construction condominium in Miami?
I don't recall.
Okay, I'm gonna put up, and this is one of the seven, so to speak. I'm gonna put up, sure.
Is this an exhibit?
Yes.
We identify which one it is.
the next exhibit will be H as a camera.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna wait for John for a second.
All right, I've seen it. Thank you, Ron.
Okay, John?
Yes, thank you. I've seen it.
Guys, you're up, guys. That's, your Instagram, I guess, post regarding investment property, right?
say that?
No, just, remember we talked about, just answer the question. Ask the question again, Mr.
Sure. Is that, first of all, is that your Instagram post?
I don't recall.
You don't recall that your Instagram post?
No, I don't recall.
So, how about the next one, guys?
Wait a minute.
It's one,
We don't want the index appearing where the jury can see it.
Do you have another exhibit you want to show? Show the other exhibit,
right?
without an index.
Your Honor, can the jury be instructed?
No,
Just
just stop.
You think they saw those 100 lines up in there?
I don't want the two of you arguing, there are no speaking objections. We've got another exhibit up there, go ahead and ask about it.
Okay, please take a look at that.
I don't recall.
You don't recall what? What's the, what don't
I don't know what you want me to look at.
That's your Instagram page, Mr.
I don't know.
Efron. You don't know if that's your Instagram
I
page?
don't know. I don't know. Next question.
I'm sorry.
You got another question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that building, the Standard Residence?
I don't recall. No.
You don't recall it, no?
No.
So is it your testimony that you didn't invest in that building?
I don't recall.
It says big investment moves at the Standard Residence.
I don't recall.
That's not your wording?
Your Honor, this has been asked and answered now.
No.
He says he doesn't recall anything about the civil rights.
I'm asking about the wording.
I don't recall.
Wait, hold on, the wording of,
That, the on there. Big investment moves at the Standard Residence. Is that your wording?
Question
I've said it 3
foundation.
times. I don't recall.
stay, stop, ask another question.
Okay.
If you go on to another exhibit, if you have.
Okay. So what investment properties in Miami did you invest in?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No.
It was only 2023.
I know. I don't remember.
So you invested in a real estate property in Miami.
I don't remember.
Let me finish this back up, please. You invested in a real estate property in 2023 in Miami, and you don't remember which one it was?
I don't remember.
That was background and evidence.
That is correct.
You are,
He says he has no recollection.
excuse me. You first answered that you gave investment in real estate in Miami. That was the first thing, before I showed you all these. So again, I'm gonna ask you, which building do you
I
invest
don't
in?
recall.
You don't recall?
Yes.
How much did you invest in?
I don't recall, sir.
You don't recall?
I don't recall.
So you invested some unknown amount of money in some unknown
I
building
don't have a
in
clue.
2023.
I don't have a clue.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the events on and surrounding November 6, 2021.
Okay.
And when I say the events of November 6, 2021, I know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, shooting.
Oh, okay. It was your understanding, following this incident, both were joined. John Iman was Rocky's manager, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you text John a video of the shell casings on November 7th, 2021 at 12:04 a.m., right?
I texted him everything. I told him that your client shot at me.
My question was one.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Okay. A little refresh your recollection.
Okay.
Get that? Or we just put it up for you. Okay. Okay. Take a look.
Your Honor, at Mr. Jacobi's request, we are willing to stipulate the witness being asked about the specific time of the text. I'm not sure if he knows it exact time. We're willing to stipulate.
Who's he? You say he knows it, who's he?
The witness.
Mr. Efron.
Yeah, so whether he knows specific time, we're willing to stipulate. What's the stipulation you like, Mr. Jacobi? That
12:04 a.m. on November 7th, 2020.
Stipulations, Your Honor.
So we have a stipulation, Your Honor.
Let me tell the jury what a stipulation is.
Okay,
Folks, a stipulation is another word for an agreement. So whatever the parties stipulate to, that issue is not before you, it's been proved. Whatever they stipulate to, that has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what a stipulation is. It's an agreement between both sides.
and also at 12:04 a.m., you sent a text to John claiming that Rocky shot at you, right?
I don't know, I'll have to see the thing, but yeah, sounds correct.
And again, that stipulation still stands, right, guys?
Well, why don't you just stipulate, tell the jury what you're stipulating to?
The time of 12:04 on November 7th, 2021. Same text, right?
4 minutes after you had that.
But the problem is, if you're asking him what he remembers, we'll stipulate to it.
Right.
Then if you then ask him afterwards, doesn't know the
Right,
exact.
you don't know the exact time, obviously, that you sent the message, right?
It was 3 years ago.
I understand, I'm saying, you don't know the exact
No,
time,
no.
right, okay, but we have a stipulation agreement that you sent it at 12:04 a.m. You sent him a text, claiming that Rocky shot it, correct?
And so stipulated.
All right. And then you sent subsequently, 34 minutes later, you sent John a screenshot of your scraped fingers. Remember sending John that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And at that same time, again, guys, 12:38 a.m. on that same date, you sent John a message saying, "I'm getting itch." You remember that message?
Yeah, I'm getting itch. It was a typo.
Okay, all right. But that's the message that you wrote to John was, "I'm getting itch," ITCH, right?
I don't really recall, but I think
Okay, we can show it to you. That's it. John has. Pictures. This is the other side. Yeah. Sit there, Paul, just show me that.
okay.
Sure. Okay, Ms. Decker, so you saw that message, "I'm getting itch," that you sent to John, right?
Correct.
All right. At the preliminary hearing that we heard about, the jury's already heard about from November 8th of 2023, you were asked about whether that message to John was you saying that you're getting rich instead of itch. Remember being asked those questions by me?
Well, the conversation,
Just call it yes or
say it again?
Do you remember in the preliminary hearing in 2023, November 8th, exactly? I asked you questions about whether that message, "I'm getting itch," was really meant to say, "I'm getting rich." Remember those questions?
Yep, page 1.
Sure you are. It's page 145, lines 15 through 20.
50 to 20?
15 through 20, sir.
Sure.
Okay. Do you remember that question?
Can you say it again?
Sure. I asked you at the preliminary hearing whether you meant to type, "I'm getting rich" instead of itch. Do you remember me asking you that?
I really don't remember.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Or would you like me to put the transcript up, or should you want me to just read it?
Would it help you to read what was said at the preliminary hearing? Might that help you remember?
A lot of it said, I just don't remember.
Would it help you to read?
Like what he just showed you?
Yes, yes. Did you read it?
Yeah.
He's talking about the text message. He's talking about being shown the text message. What we're proposing is you read the transcript.
And that should be read to himself.
The transcript's
No, the transcript will still, go ahead and show him the page of the transcript.
Okay.
Mr. Efron, he's gonna show you something, just read it yourself and see if that refreshes what you said, refreshes your memory as to what you said when you testified the last time on November the 8th.
Okay.
Let me just show you where I've been. Right over here. Thank you. Yeah, Q, exactly.
What am I supposed to do? This is like media conversation?
It's your testimony at the preliminary hearing.
Yeah, I don't really remember that.
Okay, so, Your Honor, I'm gonna just read this, I guess, as a stipulation from Mr. Wood. That's accurately read. Question, 145, line 15. The question to you, sir, was, and although you didn't make a police report about this incident until 2 days later, on November 8th, 2021, you did send a text message on November 7th to Mr. Mayor's manager, John, at 2:38 PM saying, "I'm getting rich." Remember that?
We will stipulate that in fact, that is what was asked.
All right.
Yeah, that was it.
But Mr. Tackleton is entitled to let the jury know what it says.
So just ask me for a stipulation, so I'm telling you,
We did.
we'll stipulate.
I asked.
All right, good.
So,
Glad you
Only manage John now. Everything else, yes.
Good news.
And do you remember saying on 146 lines 7 to 8?
Follow up. Yeah, just word stuff. What are you gonna read from? What page you on?
146, I'm getting old as hell tomorrow.
146?
146, line 7 to 8.
Okay, go ahead and hang on to this as long as he's asking. 146, look at the lines, read it to yourself.
Judge, I'm just a little not sort of figure this out, it's might save a step here. I'm just gonna read them and say, did you say that?
And I'm totally fine with that.
That's a little quick.
So, all right, so he doesn't have to refresh his recollection?
Something else.
All right, read it.
We get that, Mr. Efron. I'm just gonna read it to you.
All right.
Question. Your answer to that last question was line 7 to 8. What the fuck would I be getting rich off of? You remember saying that?
I don't remember, but I don't remember.
I have a stipulation on it, you read accurately.
That was like a year ago.
So the stipulation is, those are the questions asked and the words that are reflected in the transcript, yes?
Even more than that, that is what was asked and answered that thing right here.
Okay. Then, a little further down, you said, continuing on, lines 12 through 14. Fuck, shit, I'm getting mad. That was at your preliminary hearing when you asked about whether you said we're getting rich. Do you recall that?
Can you say that again?
Sure. You said, fuck, shit, I'm getting mad.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Well,
In what context? Like, what do you mean? Fuck shit, I'm getting mad?
when you asked about the word rich, text message that you were confronted with.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Okay. So, when questioned about that word itch at the preliminary hearing, what you claimed is that you meant to write the word irritated. Is that right?
I don't recall.
Okay. Page 148 on 25-27. Well, Mr. Efron, before I read that, let me withdraw that last question. What did you mean when you said I'm getting itch?
Well, when I was talking to his manager,
Yes, sir.
well, I was just showing his manager everything, and I think he took a while to hit me back, so I said, I think that's what I wrote, but in the trend, like, that's what I meant to write was I'm getting irritated. But then you said, I'm getting rich, and that's when me and you started arguing at the preliminary hearing. Like you was trying to get something out of me or something out of me.
So you meant the right word, irritated.
When I first spoke to his manager, I don't remember what I wrote, but from what is there, yeah.
Well, you saw the word itch, right? You saw that message.
I mean, but you flipped it so many times. That was a fast moment. You can't make me go back and think like something that I don't really. I definitely won't write his manager in the context. If you show the whole text message, where would it make sense? I'm getting rich.
All right.
You're not showing the whole text message.
So-
You're just picking.
You saw these messages yesterday, right?
I mean, if you want to pull up John's text messages, we can.
Okay, thank you, sir. So what you're saying to this jury is that you didn't mean to write that you were getting rich, right?
I don't recall.
Okay? You're not saying that you didn't mean to
I don't
write.
recall, sir.
Just don't recall.
I don't recall.
Well, so you may have been meaning you're writing to
I
get rich.
don't recall.
Okay.
If I said anything like that, I mean, I said anything I said after the shooting was lawsuit. It falls in my lawsuit. So
You what?
it falls in my lawsuit. Like a crime was committed, and then whatever I say after that's retaining money or anything that's compensating me was with my lawyers or anything else. I had lawyers present and everything else.
Well, you didn't have a lawyer at this point, did you? So,
When I spoke to John, I didn't need a lawyer. What I need a lawyer for if I need to say I'm getting rich? And what does getting rich have to do with a man shooting me?
you paid it, huh?
I'm just trying to figure out what we got going on here.
So you did say to this jury that you don't recall if you meant to write rich or not, right? That's your answer.
I don't recall, sir.
Okay. Now, you also then, text Rocky at one point, right?
This is Vegas time.
Okay.
Just like,
On November 7th, at 12:36 a.m., you text Rocky, right, in the morning.
I mean, if you want to pull up our whole text messages, you can.
I appreciate
I don't
that.
remember.
You remember texting Rocky that morning?
It was 3 years ago. You just got to pull up the text messages, the whole text messages.
You have the 63 guys?
just gonna be an exhibit.
I believe this was shown yesterday, Ron, I believe, but it's not. Yes, same conversation, we have that will mark it as defense.
Jay's and John's.
Was it Jay?
Jay's and John.
Okay, Jay. So everyone take a look, we'll post it, we'll publish it, and on the, You see, Rocky's response to you, if you turn around, sir. I don't know if you see it on your little screen there, you have it on that screen as well?
No, it's not good.
Okay, just take a look over there for a second. And I think you saw this yesterday, bro. WTF, what are you talking about? Why you tell people I shot at? Right?
Yeah, see.
Okay, you saw it yesterday too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then subsequently, he said, stop making shit up, bro, right?
Where's the rest of the text messages?
I'm asking you, did Rocky text you that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, take that down there. Just to be clear, on November 7th, Mr. Efron, on November 7th, day after 2021, you did not have an attorney, correct?
Actually, I called, the same night, I called, the attorneys. The same day,
What time?
after the shooting, after he told me to go to the police.
Okay, we'll get to that. But on November 7th, you have an attorney.
I think I went in the police station with him. I didn't have an attorney, like, I signed the paper. I signed the paper, part of, lawyer, client privilege, whatever. And then me and him met. So pretty much I was waiting on the lawyer to go to the precinct to finish doing what I needed to do, because I didn't want to go to the precinct by myself.
That was on November 8th, right, sir?
I would have to see, I would have to go through my text messages and stuff.
Okay, we'll get there, we'll get there. Now, you did remember seeing a message yesterday on a text that you sent to your friend Justa Benea, saying, on November 7th, 2021, saying, I want to get this nigga's money, right? Remember seeing that yesterday?
Yeah, that was after the shooting.
Obviously, right? You saw that.
Yeah, correct.
And this nigga that you talking about was Rocky, right?
I mean, I could be dead, yeah.
I didn't ask you that, I said.
I mean, that's obvious,
Right?
obvious.
John, can we refer that to?
What the? Talk to Mr. Steve.
You understand that obviously Rocky is extremely successful in the music industry, right?
I mean, it's blatant.
It's what?
Blatant, yeah, he's famous. He's known.
And you, knew Rocky for about, what, 4 or 5 years before he became successful?
I've known Rocky since high school.
About 4 or 5 years before he
No.
became successful.
No.
So I'm wrong if I say that.
No.
I'm wrong if I say that, right?
Talking, I don't know. I don't recall.
Is it no?
I don't know, sir. I don't know.
Okay, so
I just know we know each other since 17. I'm 36. His first video was made in my house. That was like 2000 and we know each other for like 6, 7 years before you got famous. Maybe 8.
before he signed his first deal, how long did you know? Before he signed his first deal.
Not objection, relevance is just a.
Now, to be clear, you were not really involved in Rocky's career taking off, right?
Objection, relevance.
Wait, say that again?
Sure. To be clear, you weren't really involved in Rocky's music career taking off.
What does that even mean?
You don't know what I mean by that?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay. Were you responsible for Rocky's career becoming successful?
How would I be responsible?
Just
No.
asking you
No.
yes or no.
And when one of the ASAP members, and ASAP's a conglomerate, you described it was yesterday, when one member earns money, that's not to be distributed amongst other members, correct?
No, but you give credit when credit's due, meaning if they got you around for hours, days, years, and least, give them the credit where their name is in write-ups. You just don't have them around looking silly.
And so members, by the way, rotate in and out of ASAP, correct?
I mean, it became a mess. So yes, we're all gonna do it.
After Rocky found success, Mr. Efron, you started to feel tension towards him, right?
Of course not.
Of course not.
No.
Okay.
I helped him on his album, I helped him mad stuff. Like why would I be mad at this dude for his success? Went out my way numerous times.
All right, okay. No, of course, can I see you all, not on the record, I just have to inquire.
second one.
Just, come on up just for a minute.
Now, you told the jury you didn't have a problem with Rocky, correct? Before the shoot.
Yeah, I mean, what you mean, say that again, please?
You told the jury you did not have a problem with Rocky before the shoot.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I didn't.
Well, I'm asking you, so to your knowledge.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I didn't have a problem with it.
You, were upset with Rocky because he disregarded some of your projects, correct?
No, never.
Okay. The read for the preliminary hearing, page 85, lines 8 through 11, Your Honor.
Mr. Lewin, he's gonna read from the
Preliminary hearing,
85.
8 to 11.
Before you do it, let Mr. Lewin get up to page. Lines.
8 to 11.
Counsel, we're stipulating in advance that that is what the witness testified to at the preliminary hearing. So you don't need to ask him, does he remember?
I didn't say that.
No, but I'm just saying, we're stipulating in advance.
Thank
Just confirm.
Ms. Efron,
Yes.
this is what you testified under oath.
Okay.
And you said you got upset with Rocky because of some of your projects got disregarded by him, right? Answer by you under oath, yes. That's different than what you just told the jury, right?
What I just told him.
You just said you weren't upset with Rocky because he disregarded some of your projects.
Wow. Can you say that again? I don't get it.
Which part, sir? Which part would you like to
Just
say?
say it over, please. Over.
Okay, so here's, you want to jump in, Judge?
No, just re-say the question.
I'm not.
The jury heard what Mr. Efron testified to. The jury has now heard what he testified to at the preliminary hearing. Or something else.
You got it. Now, in any event, several months after the altercation, the one on November 6, 2021, you know who 12 is, right?
Yes.
You lived in New York at the time after the altercation, right?
Yes.
Okay. 12 lived in New York, right?
I don't recall. I don't know where he lived.
You didn't know where 12 lived?
No, I don't know where he lived.
Well, you saw 12 in New York after the incident on November 6, 2021. And you said to him, you know that Rocky did wrong for not taking care of us. Remember saying that to 12?
No, I don't remember that.
No.
No.
On November 9, 2021, you were questioned by several detectives. And during that interview, you told the detectives that you had become successful in your own right within the past year or so. Do you recall that?
No recall.
Okay. You also told him you decided not to become involved in Rocky's music business anymore. Is that true?
What does that even mean?
What does it mean?
Say that again?
You told the detectives that you decided not to become involved in Rocky's music business anymore.
I had no, I don't recall that.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. With respect to becoming involved in Rocky's music business or not, did Rocky invite you to become part of a music video he was doing called DMB, David Mary Boyd?
Vegas to time, therefore.
Sure, July 2021.
Did he what?
Invite you to become part of a music video he was doing called DMB
In July 20th of 21?
in July 2021.
He wouldn't invite me to nothing, but I don't recall.
You don't recall.
I don't recall that.
And, well, let me ask you this. Justin Benet was your business partner?
Yes, still is.
Okay.
Wait, you wanna go back to that last one? You wanna say that again? Just say what you just said again,
Not the
before
video.
Justin Benito.
Not the video.
The video, okay. July 2021.
Okay.
You recall Rocky inviting you to be part of a music video that he was doing called DMB,
What date?
July of 2021.
You don't gotta hit the table, you just gotta tell me what date. July 21? Is it some type of text message or something?
It's a question, Mr.
No, I don't know.
No, okay.
No, absolutely not.
So Justin Benet is your partner,
Yeah, business partner.
and you and Justin Benet had a FaceTime call with Rocky on August 6th of 2021. Do you remember that?
I think we attempted to speak to Rocky numerous times. I think one time he was on the phone with him and he couldn't get to me, but this is all pertaining about my label and about like just certain other things. But I got all of those text messages. Nothing was ever wrong or anything.
Well, there was a group chat between you, Justin, and Rocky, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And July 24th, 2021, Justin sent Rocky a text message saying, "What's good? This is Justin. I'm Relly's business partner at Shut Eye." He mentioned you guys spoke about working on a management company for your artists. I wanted to tap in to see how I could help you get started. If you have time to jump on a call or link up next week to chop it up. You remember being part of that group chat?
Yeah, that's not okay.
So in August 2021, you were still trying to be involved with Rocky, obviously in the music.
No, it wasn't. You can't be involved with him if you don't answer or doesn't acknowledge you.
Well, in response to that request,
Here we go.
where do we go?
Let's go.
Where do we go?
I don't know. Let's hear it.
You got it. In response to that request, Rocky texts you and Justin Benet that he was free and you should all jump on his call. Remember that?
I remember that day. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think, I just told you that before then. I think that Justin spoke to him. You're correct. I think Justin spoke to him, but I missed that call. Or I don't know if I got on that call. I think it was like, just a long time ago. But I was even surprised he even acknowledged that, to be honest.
Right, but he did, didn't he?
But nothing happened.
We mean nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. It's been open-ended promises forever. And it's not even about promises, it's about the industry in itself. Like, it's just smoke and mirrors.
Well, you remember Rocky not responding fast enough for you, and
You don't gotta respond fast enough. I don't care.
and you said, "Oh, you didn't care." You remember sending a group chat, a message into that group chat 12 days later on July 24th, on August 5th, saying, "Fuck Rocky, calling him a fake ass N, and fucking goofy." Remember that?
You gotta say the whole thing. And if it was
That's
12
the whole
days
thing.
later, if it was 12 days later, that means I'm definitely tired of getting lied to, bro. So you gotta say the whole thing. You can't just make it look one side.
Stop.
What's the whole objective?
Take a look at the screen.
See it all?
Yes.
Okay. So you see Rocky twice saying, I'm free for a call, let's hop on a call, you see that, right?
I told you that before you even showed me this.
Okay. But despite that, above, what do you say about Rocky?
Which one?
Oh, the one up there. Go scroll down please a little bit. Right there. Exactly my point, you write. July 24th, FU and ASAP, fake ass N, effing goofy, right? What do you say about Rocky? The guy you have no animosity towards, right?
It's not animosity, those are the neighbors.
It's July.
You trying to make me look like I got some type of animosity towards this dude. I don't. I never did. Never. To this day, I still don't.
I'm trying to make it better.
I mean, what are we talking about here?
Your message.
He's just asking you about the words in the text. That's all he's asking.
What was the question?
It wasn't a question.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
Look at you. You done?
Yeah, we would ask for.
Yeah, stop
Okay.
the
We're gonna offer that, Your Honor.
dueling.
We're gonna offer that as defense exhibit.
Okay.
Okay. Let's now go on to October 21st. October of 2021.
On the before, anything.
Talk to Mr. Tech. There's a problem? I'll get the call. Is the screen on? Is it? It doesn't show. It doesn't show. Is your screen on?
No.
Oh, these are on C.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Mike's working on
It is? Okay, it's good, it's good.
So, Your Honor. October 2021. I want to put your head there. It's a month before the incident. Another member of the ASAP group named Josh died, right?
Correct.
And that was tragic death, correct?
Yes.
And after his death, you and Rocky were part of a text messaging thread in which discussed ASAP Josh and his dad, right?
Correct.
And during the group chat, there was talk about flying ASAP Josh's body back to New York
Okay.
for his funeral, right?
Yeah.
And during the group chat, Rocky stepped up and said he would pay for the expense.
Your Honor, objection, relevance.
Oh, it is relevant, Your Honor.
Just relevance and, I'm making my ground, but I'm interrupted. Relevance and 352 overruled.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stefano, repeat that question. During the group chat, Rocky stepped up and said he would pay for the expense, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Is this leading up to?
It is. It is very soon.
Okay.
Preliminary hearing under oath sworn testimony, page 26, line 7 to 8. And Your Honor, you'll recall this is one of the texts that was shown this morning,
What lines?
line 7 through 8.
18.
7 through 18, I'm sorry.
What's the court's reading that opposition relevance of 352 in this area, given the court's prior ruling? Is this all there is? Is this-
With this question, that's all there is. In about 2 minutes, this is gonna be tied up, and it is relevant. I gotta come up and tell you. Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you, sir. Line 7 through 18 on page 26 of your sworn testimony. Question, what was the nature of the message that he sent on that thread? Answer by you. I think it was a bunch of people just talking about like Josh, and Josh's mom was in the group text. Like just pretty much, we was trying to come up with money, and Rocky stepped up and said he would pay for it. Question, was there something in particular that the defendant said he would pay for? This question by the prosecutor, by the way. Answer, his body being flown back. Answer by you. Question, flown back to where? Answer by you, to New York. Okay, you gave that testimony in November of 2023 under oath at your preliminary hearing.
What was the date?
November,
No, what was the date of that,
next chat,
yeah, of that chat?
October of 2021. So, based on what you just heard and what you saw in that, right, you believe Rocky was gonna pay for that, correct?
Your Honor,
I'm assuming that Mr. Peck
You are.
is gonna get
You're
something.
gonna hear it. Yes, sir.
Wait, explain it again?
Sure. Based on that, Rocky was supposed to pay for Josh's body to be flown back, correct?
Off of that text message, off the conversation?
Yes.
Yeah, I assume, okay, I would assume.
However, you thought that Rocky did not follow through on his promise to pay, right?
I mean, I think I seen this was a long time ago, but I think I seen Josh's mom re-hit the text and ask, did anybody speak to Rocky or something like that in that sense?
That doesn't answer the question. Ask the question.
Sure. Based on what you saw in the text thread, you believe Rocky did not follow through on his promise to pay, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And that caused you to be upset with Rocky, right?
What do you mean by upset?
Were you upset with Rocky that he?
What's upset mean to you? I mean, if somebody's saying they gotta pay for your friend's body,
Yep.
I'm not upset, but I'm disappointed.
Okay. So,
And I didn't even know, because I never got a text back saying, oh, bro, I paid for it, or anything. It just left me on red, because I know what you're about to say. You're about to say my text message, and we could pull it up.
oh, it's not.
Okay, cool.
There you go, Ron, by the way. In fact, I said, he referenced the text message that's coming from.
Your Honor, we are under relevant 352, given the court's prior rulings, I'm not understanding.
It was shown.
But I still don't understand how is that relevant to the case.
This, I believe, relates to possible bias.
In state of mind.
That's an objection. Objection's over. Understood, go ahead.
You were honest. Okay. In any event, you found out that Rocky later paid for the entire funeral, correct?
I never found out.
You never found out? Page 94 of the preliminary hearing transcript, lines 21 through 26. I'm going to read
Well, I said I
your
don't recall.
I'm going to read your sworn testimony. 21 to 26 on page 94. Question. Do you now know that Rocky paid for the entire funeral? Answer by you, yeah. That was under oath, your
I
sworn
found out that
testimony.
day, right?
Sir?
Then,
Sir,
sir, what? Are you
that's
telling me?
under oath.
You read it fast. I don't understand what you're saying.
Stop. That question was asked at the preliminary hearing, that answer was given at the
Yes, sir.
preliminary hearing.
Under oath. Okay. And as you testified, if you like, I can read it to you again.
Yeah, please.
You were upset about that, correct?
No, can you read it again, please?
Sure. Question 94, lines 1 to 2. You were upset, right? Answer, yeah. Okay?
If he wasn't paying for the kid's body,
What you thought
Yeah, I would be upset.
Right, but you later found out that he did pay the bond, correct?
How did I find out? Through preliminary hearing? Is that what you're telling me? Because how did I find out?
I just read it, I'll read it again.
No, how did I find out?
Sir, I'm not you, I don't know
You
how
just
you
work, I mean, you obviously know.
I know what you said on
You
the
said-
phone.
Mr. Jacopino,
Right, I mean.
It confused me. You're supposed to
all
like,
right, you got it,
you gotta be clear.
stop. You've elicited what he said at the preliminary hearing,
Here we go.
go on to something else.
I'm gonna read him his answer. Question. Lines 21 through 76 on page 94. Do you now know that Rocky paid for the entire funeral? Answer, yeah, I heard that later. Okay, that's your under oath testimony. Now, because of you thinking he did it in November and October of 2021, that he didn't pay for the body to be flown back in Josh's funeral, you were upset with Rocky, right?
Said about what?
Okay. On November 16, 2021, here we go. You sent a text message to someone you called, hi, why, threatening, if Rocky don't do shit with this boy funeral, I'm gonna beat that N-word up. Did you send that message?
I don't recall.
Okay, we'll show it to you.
Okay.
This was, put it out, please.
Is this another text?
So, yeah, you rule on this one, so.
L is in like,
Okay.
What am I looking at? That text? I don't recall that. I don't remember that. I wouldn't even break that.
Is that your cell phone number?
Yeah, it is, but I don't remember this. This is in 21.
Yes, it's in 21, October 16,
What's
2021.
the rest of the conversation?
Sir, that was given to us from your cell phone from the district attorney's office. Are you saying that's not yours also?
This means nothing. Even if it was, okay? Yes.
Wait, is it yours or is it not yours?
were those your words?
Yeah. I don't recall, but
Those were his words, ask something else.
Let's go to November 6th, okay? By the way, the N-word there that you're referring to, the person is Rocky, correct?
I don't recall.
Well, read the line above it. If Rocky don't do shit to this boy funeral, I'm gonna beat that N-word up. You're talking about Rocky, right?
And you saying I'm writing this to Taiwan?
No, I'm saying.
I wrote this to Rocky, I wrote this to Taiwan.
No, Taiwan, that's your cell phone, sir.
Okay.
On November 6, 2021, you take that down. You were staying at the Lowe's Hotel, right?
Yes.
In Los Angeles.
Yes.
And while you were there, you woke up to find a series of missed calls.
That's correct.
And those calls were from Rocky, Shelby, and Elijah.
Correct.
All right.
No, I think I had the text messages first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the calls and text messages, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And you turned your phone over to the district attorney, go through all those messages or your cell phone messages, right?
Yes.
We put up exhibit, people who did 13, Paul.
They're all- Screenshot, screenshot.
Sure. Yeah.
We have a stipulation that the phone was not turned over.
Louder, 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 sorry, everybody can hear.
We have a stipulation that the phone was not turned over to the DA's office, it was turned over to anyone in the DA. So stipulated, Mr. Jacopino?
Stipulated. And, look, John, you've heard that stipulation that eventually was given to you from MLB. That was eventually given to you guys from MLB.
We will stipulate that we eventually came in, we got the phone. Whether, the chain of trust is not an issue, but we ended up having this phone, which was analyzed. That stipulation you like, Mr. Chapman, thumbs up, we'll work to the court reporter.
Oh, I didn't know I was on the right. Yes, that's stipulation. So I'm looking up People's 21. What's that? Oh, 13 is fine, good, 13. Let's go to 13. This is in evidence already, or was introduced, I should say, by the people, yes. All right. So that is, in evidence, and just, we'll just put the date on the record, this is your exhibit, not on. November 6th, 2020.
The first message, November 6th at 9:34.
Okay. Now, that was put into evidence, yesterday by the prosecution. You saw that yesterday, correct, sir? Yeah. Okay. Now, there's no, as you see, there's no message above that, right? Under it is the video you sent of the shell cases. Subsequently, that was later, that was at 11:58. But before that, before the incident in 9:34 is just that, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Before turning your phone over to law enforcement, you in fact deleted messages which you sent to Rocky on November 6, 2021. Is that right?
I don't recall.
Okay. Well, let's show you. Not that easy.
Your Honor, this apparently now, what they're going to show him is.
Take it down, take it down.
We have not
Hold on,
identified.
is this something we can show it to you?
I never
We'll show you.
Yes, from the defendant's phone, which they have not provided to us.
Are you
It's
gonna
a
show it?
text message from the witness to the defendant, which was deleted from his phone.
Are you gonna show a text?
Yes.
Show it to Mr. Lewin and Mr. Griswold. First,
We're requesting to see the complete thread so that we know what we are looking at.
By the way, we talked this earlier, and they agreed to this morning. This was fronted earlier and agreed to this
the
one.
defense is going to show an exhibit. They have to show it to you first.
We need this morning.
That's the exhibit.
Remember this morning?
Yes,
Yeah, we agreed.
that's all they have to show you is that exhibit. That's it, that they are going to show. All right, have you looked at it?
Let's see it, yes.
All right, go ahead. Mr. Lewin.
Okay. There you go. See, what wasn't on your phone, but remained on Rocky's phone, was what you deleted,
Your Honor,
Mr. Ekron.
Your Honor, that is no argument.
Hold on. Sorry, you're right, it's argumentative.
Okay, do you see the text messages you sent at,
This is
10:30
fake.
a.m.?
This is fake.
it's fake
It's
also?
fake. I never seen, you don't even write like that. This dude would not write me.
No. What are you talking about?
This is supposed to be Rocky right here?
No, sir, no, sir. That's you writing to Rocky.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. Rocky's responding to you, WYA, let's get to it, stop ducking my calls. You saw that yesterday, and you wrote on front of Trader Joe's.
Yeah, because that's when I seen Jabari, so that was the 6th, when obviously, when I heard him saying he was gonna beat me up and do everything else.
Right. So you wrote that message to
I
him,
did.
correct? Okay. Why did you delete that from your cell phone before you turned it over to law enforcement?
That assumes.
I did not
That assumes they
stop.
Not an evidence.
Did you delete that text from your cell phone?
Yeah, but I didn't delete it because I handed over to.
Did you delete it?
Yeah.
Okay. Your question now, that's
I got it.
Why did you delete that string before you turn your phone over to law enforcement?
I don't even remember what this is. Oh, yeah, because I asked him, will beat me up because of.
No, he's asked, you already said you did delete it, he's asking, why did you delete it?
I think I deleted his whole message, and that's why it popped up a whole new one.
He's asking you why you deleted it.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay. Anyway,
But if it was me, I would have kept it. I mean, I'm really.
anyway, you testified yesterday to this jury that when you went to meet Rocky on November 6th, that you weren't.
I never went to go meet him.
You gotta let him finish the question.
You testified to this jury yesterday that when you went to go meet Rocky on November 6th, you weren't wanting to have a physical fight. Remember saying that to the jury?
Is that the day of the shooting?
Yes, sir. That's November 6th. What's that?
So, okay. But what was your question? Can you say it again?
You testified to this jury yesterday
Mm-hmm.
that on November 6th, when you were going to meet Rocky, you weren't wanting to have a physical fight with him, right?
I said in preliminary hearing, and I said yesterday, this is 3 years ago, I said,
Yes, sir.
a fight is a fight. Like, I don't mind a fight, but I still want to fight the fight.
Mr. Efron, that's not, you're answering a question that he didn't ask you. Ask the question again.
Sure. See this jury here? You told this jury yesterday that on November 6th, when you were going to meet Rocky, you weren't wanting to have a physical fight with him. You recall saying that yesterday?
Yes.
No.
I don't really know, but yes.
Well, at that point, you didn't think anyone was going to see your deleted messages, did you?
I really don't care, because it's not, what does that doesn't mean bring a gun.
Okay, that's your answer?
Can you pull it back up?
Oh,
Like, what do you mean?
Let's put it back up.
Threaten me.
Put it back up. Can you put it back up? Yes. Excuse me.
Okay, I said you got all this fake animosity towards me, laugh out loud, beat me up, because I'm saying, I heard him tell Jabari he was gonna beat me up and do everything under the moon.
Mhm.
So, okay,
And what's the line under it?
nigga, I wish you would.
With what?
I wish you would try to beat me up.
What do you say under that?
Give me a reason
The reason to do what?
to fight you or whatever. At this point, you gotta understand what it's leading up to. We're not cool. It's obviously not cool. Like, but I'm willing to go to him because he called me with his goons and link him and see what was going on, because I've said it many a times. We can easily talk this out. This ain't the first time me and Rocky had an altercation where it hasn't been talked out.
You told the story yesterday, you're going there to, quote, make things better.
I mean, yeah, like, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm not going into a fight.
Okay. Take it down. That morning also, I'm sorry, that day, November 6th, same day, were you agitated by anything else?
It's relevant. You mean about Mr. Mayor's or anything else?
He had another argument going on.
So was he upset about something else relating to Mr. Mayor?
No,
Was that the question?
yes, yes.
Was anything else upsetting you on that day about
No, I don't recall.
Rocky?
No, I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't remember.
You are like that, showing clearly rules I don't worry about. Am I limiting that question to arguments he had only regarding Mr. Mayor's? Okay, fine. Now, you testified that on November 6th, 2021, you woke up to find the missed calls and text messages, right?
Correct.
You understood that Rocky was performing at a music festival
The next day,
called Complex On.
I only found out because it was the 6th. I seen them on the, I heard the phone call of them on the jet going to LA. That's the only way I found out.
And
And because he had all the rest of the ASAP members in his house. So when I'm looking on the Instagram, I'm seeing everybody at his house or some of the performers.
And according to you, just a day earlier, on November 5th, 2021, Rocky had asked Jabari to attend the festival, right?
Yeah, he did.
And after waking up at the Lowe's Hotel on November 6th, 2021, you finally called Rocky back.
Excuse me?
When you woke up, finally, on November 6th at the Lowe's Hotel.
I'm gonna ask that the editorializing, since finally, et cetera, he kept out of the question, it's already been.
And if you woke up at, I will do that.
Just
If you woke up at the Lowe's Hotel on November 6th, 2021, after missing all the calls for an accident,
Correct.
you called Rocky back, correct?
I don't think so. I think I got a FaceTime call from him asking me where was I. Either it can be me calling him or I know it was a FaceTime call. Either way it goes, it was him looking for me.
So we preliminary hearing transcript on the road, November 23.
I don't believe that this board has to be impeachment.
Okay, let me look first, before you can read anything.
Sure.
Let me take a look.
12 to 15, Your Honor.
On what page?
I'm sorry, 41.
Go ahead.
Okay, so here's what he testified to during the hearing on the road. Question. When you initially woke up, you're saying the first thing you did was call him back. Answer by you, yeah, because I had a bunch of missed calls. So in fact, you called Rocky back that night, correct?
When was that said? At preliminary hearing?
Yes, sir. A year, 3 months ago.
And when was the shooting?
Tell me, what was the shoot?
November 7th or something like that? So what I'm saying in preliminary hearing, I don't really, so you say that question again?
When you woke up, you called Rocky back.
I mean, we can look through the text messages. I don't want to guess. So you got you got my whole.
Stop, all right, okay, all right.
You're at 352 as to.
I don't want to hear from you, I don't want to hear anything now, I don't want any speaking objections. The jury has heard the question that was asked and the answer that was
I'm ready
given.
to go.
Go on to something else.
Rocky asked you where you're at, right?
So I'm talking my calls.
Yes. And according to you, his voice sounded angry because he asked you where you at multiple times, right?
Like twice.
Is that why his voice sounded angry?
I mean, he only said it once, and then the second time it kind of sounded like more like you could tell somebody's not really like they agitated or something.
How many times did he ask you where you at? Once or twice?
I don't remember. I don't remember sure.
Well,
Probably twice.
only twice. So you would agree that November 23 is closer in time to November 21 than January of 2025, right? 2023, November, is closer to November of 2021 than today, right?
I don't get what you're saying. You're kind of confusing me.
Oh,
The answer is yes.
thanks so much. Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Would your memory be better a year and a half, 3 months ago of the incident, or would it be better today?
I mean, if we're talking about timestamps and everything, it's gonna get kind of faded away, but I can tell you exactly what happened that day.
My question is, did Rocky ask you where you at once or more than once?
On the phone?
Yeah.
One, I don't believe, I think twice, I'm not sure, it was a long time ago, it was in 21.
Did he raise his voice when he asked you?
He kind of really, I don't really remember, it was more so like slick, like, where are you? Like, kind of, where are you? Like, shit.
So it was kind of slick, that means he wasn't loud?
I don't remember, it was 3 years ago, sir.
Well, I'm gonna read you, I guess, your testimony, page 44 from the preliminary hearing.
Hold on,
I can believe
44 with one.
7. Actually, you know what, we're gonna start 43, line 28, 44, line 8. For context.
Would be an objection, not a prior inconsistent statement, a prior consistent statement, or refreshing recollection, therefore it's hearsay.
Straight.
Okay, question, this is you at your preliminary hearing in November 2023, under oath, sir. Question, what was the volume of his voice, your Honor? Rocky answered, it was like, you want me to say how it would sound? Question, sure. Witness, no, I'm sorry, court asked, was it loud, soft, whisper? Witness, no, it wasn't loud. Okay, that was truthful testimony, correct?
Yeah, I just told you it wasn't loud, you don't gotta scream in the phone to make your point.
Mr. Tepapina is asking you, when you said that,
No, it wasn't loud, it wasn't
that's
loud.
not what he's asking you. He's asking you, when you testified that way, we told the truth.
Yeah, yes.
When Rocky asked you where you were at, you lied to him and told him you were at the W Hotel when you actually at the Lowe's Hotel, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And during the preliminary hearing back in November 23, you were asked, why didn't you tell Rocky you were at the Lowe's Hotel? And you testified that something about Rocky's voice told you not to give your original location. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's correct.
You were interviewed by detectives almost 2 years earlier, sir. 2 years before the preliminary hearing, 1 month after the incident, on December 17th, 2021. Okay? During that interview on December 17th, 2021, you told Detective Manafee and Detective Flores that the reason you told Rocky you were staying at the W Hotel was because you just woke up and didn't know the name of your hotel. You remember saying that? 1 month after the incident.
Can you say that again?
Sure. Only 1 month after the incident, when you were interviewed by Detective Manafee and Detective Flores, you know Detective Flores, right? Remember that?
Okay.
You told him the reason you told Rocky you were staying at the W Hotel was because you just woke up and didn't know the name of your hotel, right?
I really don't recall, it was so long ago.
Well, almost a year later, in November 14th of 2022, you were interviewed by a deputy district attorney named Fred Engel from the district attorney's office. Remember Mr. Engel?
Never met him.
Okay. Well, do you remember speaking to someone from the district attorney's office back in 2022?
I don't recall.
You told him a phone interview with anyone from the DA's
I
office?
spoke to a lot of people,
Okay. From the DA's office?
I mean, all around about this.
During that interview, you were asked again why you told Rocky you were at the W Hotel when you were staying at a different hotel. And this time you answered, because I wanted to make it look like I was at a nicer hotel. That's the only reason. Why, to be honest? Remember saying that?
It was numerous things, because when he said that, it was that and because I didn't want to give him my location.
So it was numerous things. It was one, you wanted to
And I don't-
a nicer
I was
hotel.
not pretending, bro. You obviously see the text messages. Like, you don't gotta, like, pretend.
Why don't we take a break now?
Sure, sure.
All right, so if you take a break till 3:15. We'll discuss the case. Yeah.
the W Hotel.
Yes.
And obviously you weren't scared of Rocky.
No.
That's a double negative, so it's weird when you ask that question.
Were you scared of Rocky? Were you scared of Rocky?
No. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, I'm not scared. I'm not gonna be scared of.
And you understand that Rocky's not a difficult person to talk to face to face. You understand that Rocky is not a difficult person to talk to face, correct?
Not yet.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a difficult person to talk to face.
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
One second, please. Okay. Back to the preliminary hearing under oath testimony from November 2023, page 47,
Mine?
25, 2, page 48, line 1.
Fair game.
So I read the question first. Question. From what you were describing, were you expecting to have a difficult conversation with him? Rocky, your answer, no. Rocky is not a difficult person to talk to once you face to face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That was not the question you asked. Face to face is different because you're having a real conversation opposed to text. I'm thinking you mean in like every form.
So my exact question just a minute ago was, do you understand that Rocky is not a difficult person to talk to face? You said, yeah, he is.
Oh, you said face to face?
I did. Okay. All right.
Well, it all depends on the context. Like, nobody. But you know,
Anyway, you agree that Rocky is not a violent person, right?
I don't know that.
You don't know that?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's relevant as to time.
Well,
And give, Your Honor,
Stop. The objection as to Vegas time was sustained.
Your Honor, very important point. I just want to give counsel a heads up.
No speaking objections.
Your Honor,
No speaking objections. It's sustained as to the time, as to Vegas time.
Your Honor,
No.
Your Honor, I think the court's gonna want me to approach on this. The court, I think it's gonna appreciate that I asked to approach.
Run it by Mr. Tacopina first. Quiet. All right, so you're going to go on to somebody else?
yes. So we did that at some point this year. Let's go like this. You agree, you weighed, back in 2021 November, you weigh about 205 pounds, right? Back then.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Okay. You're 6'3"?
Correct.
Okay. Rocky's about 5'9", 5'10".
I don't know.
Well, you offer up a stipulation. I don't know how tall he is. You offer up a stipulation.
Okay. You're significantly, physically much larger than Rocky. You agree to that, right?
No.
You wouldn't agree to that. You're not much larger than Rocky.
The question was significantly and how large.
Significantly is big.
Okay. In terms of physical size, are you bigger than Rocky?
I mean, clearly.
Okay. Now, when you went to meet Rocky, you didn't just walk to the W Hotel, right? You jogged there.
Yeah, jobs. Because I didn't go ahead.
Because what?
Elijah was calling me,
Okay.
asking like where I was at.
And, as you were quickly heading to Rocky and the W Hotel, you thought, to use your words, if there was gonna be an altercation, there would be a bit of roughing. You said that, right?
If there was an altercation, yeah, but that's regular, it's a fight.
Okay. And you thought maybe you'd have a fight with Rocky on the way to that W Hotel, right?
I did.
Okay. And you thought because,
But what's your definition of fight? Because I would, like what I said, I was thinking arguing, like you're not gonna get to a fight without arguing first. So I'm thinking it can easily be de-escalated or whatever, but you could go.
thank you. And you thought because, according to you, fights what men do if they're angry, right?
Say what now?
Sure. According to you, you thought a fight is what men do if they're angry, right? You say that?
I'm not gonna recall.
You don't recall what?
Say that again? If men get, what?
According to you, you ever recall testifying that, according to you, when men are angry, they fight?
Yeah, that's,
And of course, you were angry with Rocky on November 6th, 2021, right?
no, I wasn't angry at him.
You were angry?
Mm-mm.
Is that no?
No,
So, were you upset with him or pissed at him?
no.
Okay. You are, at this point, I would like,
But what about what? You're not making it clear.
you are at this point,
Wait, are you referring to before the shooting or after?
right, on November 6th, as you go to meet Rocky, you were angry at him. We saw your text messages
Oh, yeah.
about something else. Sorry, what did you say?
Can you re-say the question because
Sure.
I'm trying to make it.
On November 6th, 2021, as you go to meet Rocky,
Mhm.
you were upset with him or quote unquote pissed at him, right?
I don't recall.
Okay. You are up there, let me speak to Mr. Dornan.
So, it's not.
This is what you told, ADA or Deputy District Attorney, I should say, Engel in a phone interview on November 14th, 2022. Okay, you have a stipulation on that, that's the right date.
Is it after the incident?
In November
Okay.
2022 is after these, yes. I mean, you had to be pissed at him a little, this is the district attorney, by the way, speaking. You had to be pissed at him a bit though. I mean, he's out there talking to other people and calling you a bitch. Your answer, wait, what do you mean, physical with him? Answer, no. I said you had to be not physical, I didn't say physical, I meant you had to be upset with him or pissed at him. Your answer, oh yeah. You recall giving that answer, your interview with the district attorney's office?
And that was when was the text produced?
Is
Or-
the stipulation that was the
Right.
question, those were the questions asked, and those were the answers given?
Yeah.
Yes, and that the, just so it's clear, this is an interview conducted
I said, yeah.
November 14,
2022.
2022.
With Deputy District Attorney Frederick Engels.
Yes,
That's right.
yeah.
Deputy
Angle.
Eng,
Was I mad at him? Can you repeat the question?
Hold on a second. I have a stipulation I've heard accurately that I want. So, you
I
want-
think everybody agrees that
Okay.
that was the question, those were the questions asked, that was the answers given. Those are the answers given.
Now, again, you've already testified, and read from the transcript again, that as you were heading to Rocky, you believed he hadn't paid those funeral expenses for ASAP Josh, right? You went through that already, right, Mr. Efron?
I didn't care. That was weeks prior that I wrote him that. It's two different situations. You're trying to mix it up. Jabari and Josh is way different. You gotta go back to Josh's text. That was 3 weeks prior to me getting that phone call. So I just mentioned Josh. I never combined them together. Everybody wanted to combine these two together. I don't know what that means, thinking within 3 weeks.
It's a recorded conversation, you sir. Okay. So on that same interview with the district attorney Engel in November of 2022, you said, talking about Josh's overdose, and it was a big thing where Rocky said he was gonna pay for Josh, body to get flown to New York. It never happened. So, and I'm becoming successful. So I wrote him, and I just wrote him like, yo, bro, that's mad F up like this, that, and the third. Like I got myself out of mad situations, so I'm just like venting to him, nothing bad, nothing like threatening, nothing, you get what I'm saying? So basically, I'm just like cutting ties, like it's smoke and mirrors, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I know, I'm just reading your transcript, I'm not asking you if you get what I'm saying. So, you continue, Rocky, no, Engel, I'm sorry, PA Engel. Rocky essentially says he's gonna be able to transport up the body from, you get flown back to New York, it doesn't happen. You answer, right, it didn't happen. So that's a year later, according to you, still didn't think it happened, right?
Your Honor, relevance?
Yeah, like what are we talking about? What are we talking?
Relevance is when he went there.
I said overruled, so
Oh,
it's a fair question.
sorry, go ahead, sir. On November 6, 2021, you still didn't think Rocky had paid for this. Correct.
I don't recall. I don't know how that's relevant.
Yeah, that's the judge over there, so I'm just asking you.
Okay, but I don't recall.
Well, you just heard did I have a stipulation I heard accurately from the transcript?
Yeah, but that does not have nothing to do with the case.
We already stipulated,
Okay,
so yes, you read that.
and that was 1 year later. Just a few weeks earlier, I'll remind you something, a few weeks earlier, on October 16th, 2021, you saw the text where you text Wide. If Rocky don't do this shit for this boy funeral, I'ma beat that N-word up. You remember that text, right?
That was asked and answered.
Overruled.
You remember that text, right?
I don't recall.
You don't recall that text that we put up here?
Has nothing to do with the case. I'm so confused what's going on.
Take a look, you recall it now?
I don't recall.
Take a look.
I see it. I see it. You ain't got
You
to
can read that?
I can see it.
What's the last line say? Oh, no, you were looking over here.
But I've seen this already.
I know you have. Okay, so as you're heading, now let's get to the hotel. As you're heading to the W Hotel in Rocky at 10:08 PM, you sent him a message saying you were in front of Trader Joe's. We saw that, right?
Yes.
And at that time you sent that message, you were actually still on your way. I think you testified to, right? You were walking down Argyle Avenue and that's when he encountered Rocky.
I don't know when that text message, wait, say it again, please?
You were on the way to Trader Joe's you were on the way to Trader Joe's, you sent him that message.
And I
And
sent them that message because the W is right next to Trader Joe's, and
but you eventually encountered Rocky as you were walking down Arlo Avenue, right?
yeah, correct.
And even before the events depicted on the video, as you approached, there were words you said between you and Rocky from as far as 40 feet away from one another, right?
But
As you approached Rocky, there were words you said.
I didn't say nothing. He said something to me, but okay.
What did he say?
He said, "What's up now, pussy?"
Okay. And that was from 40 feet away, he told Detective Manfrey, right?
I can't recall like what the. I know when I heard him, I seen him.
How far away was he?
I can't really recall right now.
And according to you at the time, Rocky was just standing at a building when you approached him, right?
No, I said I heard him. I heard him, and then he started like he was walking. I heard him.
That's a good question, which is, according to you and what you told Detective Flores, Rocky was just standing at a building when you finally approached him, correct?
No, I never said that.
You never said it to Detective Flores?
I don't recall.
Okay, you don't recall. And even though you think Rocky made this remark to you as you guys were coming towards each other, you didn't turn around and leave when he said that, right?
Say what?
Even though Rocky.
When he said whatever he said, I didn't turn around and leave.
Right, that's my question.
No.
You continued to approach him, right?
I mean, what's wrong with that?
I just asked you if you could.
Yeah.
And you've seen on the video, you showed the initial encounter with Rocky outside that parking garage, right?
Correct.
Okay. And it's your testimony, he grabbed you first
Yes, it is.
with his right hand, you said?
He grabbed me with his right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just know I lifted up my left. I know I just had my left up and I'm right.
Correct, the witness has extended his left hand outward, Your Honor.
Well, which hand did Rocky grab you with first?
I mean, we gotta go back to the video if you wanna play it. We can play it 100 times.
So it's your testimony that the first person seen moving hand on that video is Rocky.
I mean, we could play it back.
Okay, as you sit here, you have an independent recollection from watching that video. Who's the first person on that video to move their hand?
Your Honor, is the question, does he have a recollection from watching the video?
That was the question.
Does he have a recollection of what actually happened?
Do you remember, can you put yourself at the scene, can you put yourself in the parking lot? All right.
No, it's not the parking lot, it's the parking garage.
All right, the parking lot. Can you put yourself there in your mind's eye?
I don't wanna lie and say.
I know that, I know. Can you put yourself in your mind's eye there?
Say the question again?
Sure. As you're sitting here now, I was actually referring to his recollection of the video, because it's a long time ago, like you said. You just saw the video yesterday, right?
Seen the video a lot.
A lot. Do you recall, as you're sitting here testifying, from the video, whose hand moves first, yours or Rocky's?
Your Honor, questions about the video are relevant. It's a piece that was the jury.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
I mean, can we play it?
Sure. We can. We're teed up ready to go, so we'll mark it, it's the same issue, but we'll mark it as to the line.
Same video?
And yes, the garage.
I show it as M as in Mary. Alex, was there an M?
I believe it's M, I've got the next M here.
Do you have it, is
I
the
do
next
not.
one M as in Mary or M as in Noah?
I do not have an M as in there.
Okay, the next one is M as in Mary.
Okay. So we will now, sir, play that video for you, that portion of it. I want you to look at the video and watch it and tell me whose hand you see moving first.
I mean, obviously you can't see Rocky on the block. Like, play it again?
Sure.
It's kind of blurry on here. Play it.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta play it again, but it's hard to say. I know I need to put my hands on him.
So
I know that for a fact.
here's my
So,
question, sir. Let me just make sure you understand. According to this video, which is the evidence that this jury's looking at,
whatever you want to try to do.
what's that, sir?
I said whatever you want to try to do.
I want to try to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay? According to this video that you just looked at, according to the video, it's the only video we have, whose hand was first, is my question. You want to
I
see
mean, I
that?
can't see the other person. You're saying who here moves first. We have to see both parties.
According to the video, which is the
All right, he's answered, he can't tell. Ask another question.
okay, you want to see it again?
I can't tell.
You testified that, well, let me ask you this question. You see Rocky's right hand coming up after
Play it again.
your left hand is up. Go ahead.
What are we looking
Take a
at?
look, take a look. There you go.
Play it back.
Okay.
He's grabbing me. You see him literally grabbing my arm, bro.
Okay. That's your,
You see him tugging at me.
okay. Is he coming at you here or are you
Play
pulling
it
him
back. Play it back.
Play it back.
Because I just seen it.
Okay.
Tugging at my arm. My other arm is down and I'm a righty. And I'm so big, if I wanted to fight this man and I'm getting touched, don't you think I'm gonna protect myself?
Where are your hands right now?
We're both grabbing each other at this point. Look, a second ago when my hand was down, I'm a righty. I try to stop him with my left.
Indicating right hand down, left hand.
Like, I keep on saying the same thing.
Okay. Now, what's going on there?
Explain that one more time. You want people to see it?
No more. Just keep on going.
Right.
In argument, you can give what your version is. Mr. Lewin or Mr. Sloman can give theirs. The jury will make the final determination. So
Just,
don't replay it.
no, I'm replaying. I just want to scroll forward another few seconds there.
All right.
Just look. Right there, you're pulling him back. He's not pushing you, correct?
Excuse me?
Sure. The part of the video you just saw is you pulling Rocky back, correct? He's not pushing you forward, right?
Let's see it again.
Sure.
Do you want to indicate where you're?
He's clearly pushing me.
Okay.
Also for the record, we don't have to the record.
And I don't, it's two men grabbing each other at this point. He initiated it.
Hold on, Sheriff, hold on. Stop.
The record's got to show, he is showing him, and looks like between
Just give me the
12,
seconds.
14 seconds into the video.
A little bit before 14 seconds. I agree with John. 12.
12 to 14 seconds.
Yep.
Between 12 and 14 seconds.
Okay. So it's your testimony that you are not trying to pull Rocky back.
Let me see. Should I pull them back?
I'm asking you, sir.
I don't recall. I don't know what I'm answering right now. I don't recall.
Here's the question. In that video, on this street on that night, November 6, 2021, are you pulling Rocky back?
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Yes. I'm going to read your preliminary hearing transcript for November 2023.
Page 9.
Yep, trying to get it, Ron. Page 63 on 22 to 25.
Would you mind taking the line?
22 to 25. Question to you. And did he do anything besides just grab the collar? Your answer. I mean, he was yanking it, you know, and I tried like pulling him back, you know. You told me that answer on the road. That was your
I mean, that's fine. Wait, what did you say again? Type of people?
stipulate, yes.
All right, the question that was just read from the preliminary hearing transcript, and the answer given by Mr. Efron, that's what is reflected in the transcript.
We are stipulating that.
Okay.
Good.
So, now it's your story that during this initial encounter that we just observed, Rocky pressed the gun against your stomach. Correct?
Yes, correct.
He also pressed,
He didn't touch my stomach, but he pointed it out at me. Nothing that physically touched me. He pointed it at me.
okay, so it didn't physically touch your stomach.
No, I didn't touch my stomach.
So therefore, if it didn't physically touch your stomach,
It was in between.
let me finish. If it didn't physically touch your stomach, like you just said, you wouldn't have felt the barrel of the gun against your stomach, right?
I don't know what I was feeling. Everything happened fast.
I understand.
Fast.
Right. But you just told the story, nothing physically touched your stomach, gun did not physically touch you, right?
I don't recall, sir.
Okay. Did you not testify that you felt the barrel of the gun touching your stomach previously?
I don't recall.
Okay. I'll
Yeah, like you gotta read, but I don't know.
No, I've been doing that, but I'll do it again. Page 63, lunch 22. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, that's the Engel interview on November of 2022. Transcript is page 18, 178. We type in barrel. The relevant portion. He's like Elijah and 12 he's off to the side. Elijah just put it away. No. He's literally, I'm feeling the barrel of the gun in my stomach. Like, do you recall saying that to the district attorney in 2022?
Say it again. Like Elijah and the whole.
This is the relevant portion.
Wait, hold on, sir. What was this, a phone call or?
Going to district attorney Williams in 2022. Do you recall saying, I'm feeling the barrel of the gun in my stomach?
I'm feeling the barrel of the gun in my stomach. I don't recall.
Okay.
Just want to be clear, is the question whether you recall saying it, or is the question whether in fact,
I believe the question was, as you recall, saying.
Correct.
okay.
Because initially today he said nothing touched. So that was my question. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. You also told detectives that in that instance that we saw in this video, not only did he put the gun to your stomach, but he also put the gun to your head, right?
No, he didn't put no actual physical, it didn't never touch me, but he pointed it. He pointed it to my stomach and I said that you're trying to trip me up. He pointed it to me, to my head and my stomach, and he said he's gonna kill me.
Okay. Now, this Efron, I just read your words from the recorded conversation where you said you felt the barrel. I'm not trying to trip you up. I'm asking you if you recall.
If I'm next to him in 2 seconds, a gun can easily touch you, do anything, I don't know. But a gun was pulled on me, it was pointed at me and it was fired later.
So it was now pointed to your stomach and also to your head, right?
I'm going to object to the word now, it's hard. And then,
According to you today, according to your testimony, the gun was pointed at your stomach and at your head, right?
It was pointed at me, Mr. Takapino.
At your stomach and at your head, right?
It was pointed at me.
Where, sir?
At my stomach and my head.
gun was also pointed in the third place, your chest as well?
If he's pointing to my body, my chest, bro, all this is the same. All of this is the same.
So the
He's pointing,
stomach-
he pulled the gun out, he pointed at me, he said, I'm gonna kill you, boom, boom, it happened quick, he pointed it. That's it.
For the record, Your Honor, the witness said it's all the same. He made a finger as a gun, he pointed it at his stomach and his chest, indicating the stomach and the chest are all the same. That, of course, you guys were one.
Sure.
Yes, I did.
So
That's
when
how,
you're describing the chest and the stomach, it's the same thing, correct?
It's not the same, but he's pointing it at me. Which way you put it, the gun's pointing at me.
And you testified that he also said, I'll kill you right now, right?
Yeah.
First of all, you remember those words, specifically you remember those words, sir?
I mean, he's screaming it, he's saying, like, I'll kill you.
Did he say those words, I'll kill you?
Yes,
You're sure?
yes.
Okay. In fact, when you spoke to the district attorney, only 1 year later, in November of 2022, on tape, what you said was, you don't remember what he said because it was so long ago. Isn't that true?
I mean, that's pretty much a tactic you had since day one, drag it out. But if I'm refreshed, I can remember. It's been 3 years. If he was innocent, he would be home a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know, right?
there's no question. Just-
But 3 years, it's been going on for 3
No,
years.
it's not. Just wait till he asks me a question.
So
Why don't you ask,
that's a fair question.
no, I know that, but we're almost 4 o'clock, so go ahead and finish the topic. and
Sure.
We'll take a break. Recess.
Here's the question. You swore to this jury that Rocky said to you exact words, I'll kill you right now. Not that something like it, you remember those words and told the jury.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
I remember.
1 year after this incident, sir. 1 year after, not 3.5 years later, like it is now. 1 year after, you had a taped interview with the district attorney's office.
Mhm.
And what you said to them was, and then Rocky, like, he's saying something, I don't really remember because it was just like a long time ago, so I don't really remember what you were saying.
Because I'm getting tired of talking to everybody, bro. Nothing was happening. It took them 9 months to even pursue the case.
So you didn't give me the honest answer because
It's not honest. I'm just tired.
Mr. Efron?
I'm gonna read from that transcript. Your Honor.
It's a stipulation that those questions were asked and those answers were given when Mr. Efron was interviewed.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, so why don't we just take a break now? Since it's
sure.
2 minutes, well, it's 4. All right, we're gonna resume close tomorrow at 10:30. Please keep an open mind.